Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Cluiche with me, Seamus Brady, your host, and for this one I'm going to give a full match preview and prediction for who I think is going to win in the All-Ireland football quarter-final between Derry and Cork. The game will be played in Croke Park this Sunday at 1:45 p.m. and it is an absolute cracker in the making, in my opinion. I think this game is being slept on by a lot of people for how good I think it could actually turn out to be. It's the first meeting between Derry and Cork, would you believe, since the All-Ireland football final of 1993 when Derry won their first and only All-Ireland title. So there is some nostalgia in this game, no doubt about it, for somebody who has been a fan of the GAA for quite some time. Now, Cork are riding off the crest of a wave, beating Mayo and beating Roscommon back to back. Another thing that's interesting is they actually play quite a similar style of football to Derry. They get bodies back, they frustrate you, they make you play their game, and that's why I think this matchup is so interesting. Let's look at Derry on the other hand. Promoted from Division 2, they did get smoked in the Division 2 final. There's no two ways about it. Then they went into the Ulster Championship, won comfortably against Fermanagh, won comfortably against Monaghan, beat Armagh on penalties in the Ulster final, went into the group stage, drew at Monaghan, then beat Donegal and beat Clare, and now they're here against Cork. Cork, on the other hand, failed to get promoted from Division 2, but did have a very, very good league campaign, in my opinion. Then got knocked out by Clare in the Munster Championship. People are thinking, where are they going? Then they fight back. There's no question about it. They fought back. Going in there against Kerry, they arguably could have won that game. It's a controversial decision. By the letter of the law, that foul on Paul Gainey was a penalty. By the letter of that law. The problem is that law is very rarely implemented. If you want to see how they never implement it, go watch the challenge that Kevin Maguire did on Con Kilpatrick in Tyrone versus Westmeath. Kilpatrick is literally drew one-on-one with the Westmeath goalkeeper. Maguire takes him out. No black card, no penalty. Just ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, that's what the rule was brought in for. Cork got hit with it, very unfortunately. Kerry went on to win that game because of that moment, in my opinion. They won the game by 2 points. That was the difference. Cork bounced back, though, beating Mayo and beating Roscommon back-to-back. And they'd already beaten Louth in the game previous. So huge, huge signs of progress being made in the Rebel County this year. Now, can they go on to beat Derry? It's going to be hugely interesting because, look, Derry, in the two previous times they have got to Croke Park against an elite side, they have been demolished. That's just the truth. They got completely outplayed by Galway in last year's All-Ireland semi-final, and they got completely outplayed by Dublin in this year's Division 2 final. So, can they put that right against a top team in Cork in Croke Park? Now, a nice little insight into how they are potentially lining up on playing was that Ulster semi-final against Monaghan, where everybody defended and everybody attacked. You look at Conor McCluskey's goal, that's a real good bit of insight into how I think they're starting to shape up their way of playing. I think it'll be very, very interesting to see if they can bring that style back for this game against Cork, because I think if I were Cork, I would play off the fact that Derry are the favourites for this game. I would sit back in your shape, get the big men around the middle like your Rory Deans, Ian Maguire's, Colm O'Callaghan, and Killian O'Hanlon, get them around the middle, make it a scrap, make it a tough game, and sit back and say, you're the favourites, come get us. Because that's what Cork did so successfully against Roscommon. That's what they did so successfully against Mayo. So I think do it again against Derry and see how Derry handle it. Then try hit them on the break. The problem is Cork will have to deal with some of the best man markers in the business. Chrissy McKaig is just a fantastic man marker. They'll have to also deal with the likes of Brendan Rodgers and Shane McGuigan going forward. So that is going to be really, really difficult. Now, prediction time. Who do I think is going to win this game between Derry and Cork? I'm going to go with Derry. Very, very narrowly. I'm going to say Derry by about 2 points. I think Derry are further along in their evolution than Cork are. And that's probably why I'm just going to nudge towards them in this game. I think both teams play very similar styles of football. It will be an absolute chess match between these teams. As Gaelic Games Fan TV put it in his preview, which I was on this morning, big shout out to him. He said if this was a boxing match, it would be a decision. And that is what I fully believe from this game. Neither side will be willing to make a mistake. Neither side will be willing to take a risk. And I think in a game that is based off pinching scores, Derry are probably better at it than Cork are right now. I think they're further along in their evolution. So I'm going to go Derry by a very narrow margin. But who do you think is going to win? Put it in the comments below. Let me know who you think is going to win this one. Get involved in the discussion. Enjoy the games on the weekend, guys. We are in for an absolute treat. And until the next one, take care.